Hi friends, it's me, Lauren Hope, aka Lolo of Good Girl Chronicles, blogger, certified peer recovery specialist, motivational speaker, dog mom, lover of Dwayne Johnson, and all around fabulous. How are you doing? We're about a month into quarantine in this thing called the coronavirus pandemic, and I want to talk to you a little bit about me and how I'm maintaining. How are you doing? Also, new angle of my room. Look at this. Oh, wait, hold on. Nope. This right here. Look at that amazing painting. It says "Good Girl," and then the necklace says "Chronicles." Actually, a wonderful young lady made that for my birthday last year. This painting, I made it a paint night, and it's one of my favorite Bible verses, Philippians. I'm looking at it because it's up here. Philippians 4:6. There's a part of it that says, "Whatever is lovely." And last year, I just felt like God was calling me to focus on the lovely, noble, worthy things in life. I should just go ahead and read you that scripture because you're like, what? All right, I'm looking at my vision board right here. I should have this memorized. It says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Here's my favorite part. "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." And every year I start my year with a Daniel fast, and Philippians 4:6 was popping up everywhere. And I said, okay, I've got to read this verse. And what struck me was God was like, "You've been in survival mode for so long, surviving homelessness, surviving all of these situations, and I want you to live this year. I want you to live. Focus on the lovely, noble, worthy things." So whenever I thought about living, I thought whatever is lovely. This year I'm going to do whatever is lovely. And last year, I really did. I actually had a birthday party for myself and people came. That was super awesome. And then I tried to go out and do fun things like going to the movies and have experiences and that kind of thing. And so it's all about finding the balance. Sorry, got off on a tailspin there. Today, I want to talk to you about Wonderland. Not Alice in Wonderland, but a term that they call in Weight Watchers called Wonderland. Oneland, Wonderland. It's the goal you get to when you're under 200 pounds. Wonderland. I am so freaking close, you all. I am so freaking close. I can taste it. And so I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my weight and body journey and kind of explain my issues with food and emotional eating. If you understand, been through this struggle, give me a thumbs up below, comment below. If you have any, I'm so sorry, I don't know where to put my eyes. If you have any advice for how to overcome emotional eating, that kind of thing, put it below. Also, friends, I would love for you to continue following this amazing journey. I think I have like 292 followers. Is it 292? I don't know. I'm close to another like milestone. So I would love for you to subscribe. I upload a new vlog once a week about love, sex, mental health, and my beautiful crazy thing that I call life. So, um, girl, I'm just still learning this editing thing. So I'm going to show you some pictures of me and kind of talk to you about my journey. So I feel like, okay, yes, it definitely starts with developing boobs really early. When I was in high school, no, younger than high school, I started developing boobs really soon. And having bigger breasts definitely drew a lot of attention to me, and it made me really self-conscious. So I would cover my breasts with like really baggy shirts and stuff like that. I always felt like the frumpy friend. I even called myself the frumpy friend too, because all of my friends were size zeros and twos, and I was like a 12, which is like, girl, why are you tripping over that? I would love to be a 12 right now, but whatever. And so I was very self-conscious about my weight. And then, so when I got out of high school, I started dieting, like Slim Fast. I did what have I done? I did Slim Fast, lost 10 pounds and gained it back. I did this diet that Oprah was doing with this guy named Bob Green, I think, and I couldn't maintain it. I did these crash diets where you like cut out all of these carbs. Like my early 20s, I was just trying to find a balance. And I remember the day I first had like I broke down over my weight. I was at Kohl's with my boyfriend at the time, and I looked in the mirror and I started crying. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm fat." And he was like, "What?" I said, I'm fat and I'm not comfortable in my skin. So I joined Weight Watchers for the very first time. I think I was about 23, 24, and I lost 25 pounds, which was amazing. Like it was weird because I wasn't anticipating for people to look at me differently, and that was kind of a mind trip. And so this first picture I'm going to show you, through my 20s, I was on Weight Watchers off and on. I probably was a little obsessive about it sometimes. The lowest I've ever gotten was about 124 pounds, and I'm 5'2". So I'm going to show you this amazing picture of me working out in the gym. Look, you'll see in that picture I've got some definition in my arms. Girl, I was running I was in the gym every single day, and I was obsessed about what I was eating because at that time I had just gotten an on-air job. That picture was taken in Lynchburg, Virginia, and I just wanted to look and be thin on television. And then the next picture I'm going to show you is a picture of me in these lovely blue pants from New York and Company that I wish I still had. Do I still have those? I think I may still have those. We're going to cross our fingers that I do. And if I ever get back to that size, we're going to put them on again, girlfriend. So in this picture, I think I was about maybe 130 pounds. Like, I think I realized that 124 was really too skinny. Like, there was a time you could see like the bones right here. But I like that weight too. You know, I was eating really healthy. I was like really working out clean. And then particularly when I was in Hampton Roads reporting, I was very self-conscious about how I looked. I mean, there's not a lot of Black women on television here, so I feel like you got a lot of attention. So I kept up that weight for a while. I also got weave. Most TV people, if you see them, girlfriend, they're wearing a weave. That's not their hair. And so this picture I'm going to show you now is like my last headshot that I took at Wavy. And interestingly enough, I had a full sew-in weave, so none of my hair was out. If you understand weave, most of you do. And that picture that I took, I was probably still around 130, 140, but mentally I was struggling. Like shortly, I would say a couple months after taking that picture, like my depression went into the lowest it's ever been. And then I had a suicide attempt that year that led to me leaving the business, which is really sad to think about. And so for 2 years in my depressive episode, the only thing that comforted me was food. Food and investigation ID. That's such a weird combination. Like the things that like brought me comfort in depression, so weird. Staying up watching Murder, She Wrote, sneaking out and eating Taco Bell, like eating so much till my stomach was full, which I now know is like binge eating. And I knew I I guess I knew that I was gaining weight. Like I avoided mirrors during this depressive episode because I just didn't care. I could feel my stomach getting a little bit bigger, and I used to like really pick at these scabs on my face, and like so I know I didn't. I just it's weird. It's weird. Towards the end of my depressive episode, I remember when I finally did look in the mirror, it was probably like a couple of days before Christmas in 2015 because my parents wanted to go out to eat for my stepfather's birthday. And I liked eating, but I legit was anxious all day about the prospect of leaving the house. And I hadn't left the house in a while. So I was making up all these excuses why I couldn't go. And then I just broke down to my mother, like, I cannot leave the house. I'm afraid. And that's when they knew how serious things were. And so when I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, oh my God, who is this? I had 3 really big scars on this side of my face. My lip was like bloody and like, because I was always picking at it. My hair. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm like really fat. And I think the thing that was most shocking to me were when I realized like what I did to my stomach. Like, I'm just going to show you because I'm going to show you another embarrassing photo. I've not had kids, okay? I want to preface that. So, look at this. Do you see this? Do you see those tiger stripes there? That's never going away. That's never going away. Um, and I just remember standing in the mirror like, oh my gosh. I probably in that time gained over 75 pounds. Like close to yeah, over 75 pounds during those 2 years. All I did was eat, and it was just like soothing. Like I was just so broken about everything in my life. Like I left my job. Like, I broke up with my boyfriend. There was no getting back with that. Like I couldn't even make my own condo payment, and I felt dead inside every day. I was working at this shitty retail job that I hated, and yeah, it just wasn't good. So I got on a new antidepressant shortly after that conversation. No, yeah, I got on a new antidepressant um, in the winter of 2015. And I didn't really feel the effects until like early 2016. And then I said, okay. So, like, this is how I describe depression, for me anyway. It felt like I was walking around under a storm cloud, okay? And this is like the rain storm cloud. You know how you see those cartoons and the storm cloud is like following them everywhere? But here's the thing. Everyone else, it's sunshine, but for you, there's a storm cloud, and you see everything through that storm cloud. Your relationships, how people look at you, how you look at yourself. So the antidepressant like lifted back the storm cloud, and I was like, oh my God, look what I've done to my life. Oh my God, like what is this? Like I could see clearly, right? Um, but it took some spiritual growth and rebuilding some relationships and like trying to get out of the house to rebuild myself. Spiritually, it took a relationship with Christ to put the like some fire back in my life, a drive, a reason to live. And so early 2016, I started just walking. I knew I wasn't at a healthy weight, and I was trying to lose weight. I think at my heaviest, I was close to 250 pounds. And and I just wanted to feel pretty in that skin. So you're gonna see a couple of pictures of me where makeup was like saving grace, self-care for me, because it was the only thing that made me feel beautiful, because I didn't like the skin that I was in. So I started learning how to put on eyeshadow and lipstick, and I went back to my stylist and got a weave again, because as I was like coming out of this, I still wanted to feel pretty and feminine and like what I saw in the mirror. And then, yeah, started learning how to dress my figure. My boobs were like ginormous. I know you're looking at them now and you're like, girl, they're still big. No, they were bigger than this. And so so then I think I went back. Yeah, I went back to Weight Watchers, and girl, I've been on and off at Weight Watchers a long time. And that's not to say the program doesn't work. That's just me. Weight Watchers has been the only thing to help me lose weight and consistently keep it off for the most part, because it's really about teaching people how to have a better relationship with food, how to manage what you eat, things like that. And so yeah, I joined Weight Watchers again, and I started to work out, and that helped. And here's the thing, I feel like I have just recently turned a corner in my weight loss. I joined Weight Watchers again in July of last year, but I wasn't able to keep off weight consistently because I'm an emotional eater. And I was eating when I was sad, when I was anxious, when I was worn down, when I was bored. And I just thought it was just like a whatever thing. And in therapy, my therapist was like, this is a big issue, that you can't deal with certain emotions in your life, so you eat them. And it's a terrible, awful cycle. It's like you go and eat the thing, and then you feel your stomach expand, and then you feel angry, and you have all this guilt and remorse about it, but you can't do anything about it, and then you just go back again. And I wanted to get off that wheel. And I remember my therapist saying to me, well, what brings you joy? I was like, What? What brings you joy? I really did think about it. Like I wasn't doing any hobbies. I was just working my butt off this fall. So I thought, okay, what brings me joy? I used to love running. So right around October, I said, I'm going to sign up for a half marathon and I'm going to start running. And I just started walking on the treadmill for a little bit. I started then I was able to start jogging for 5 minutes and things like that. And I started to love working out again. So that helped tremendously. Um, I think I'm going to show you this picture of me and my bra belly. That's what my side profile looks like. That was last summer. I think I'm about, so since on my own, I've lost about like 10, 15 pounds. So I think in that one, I was like, no, I've lost about 25 pounds on my own. And so at that picture, I was probably like 225, 220. And then this fall, I started running again. I ran the Santa 5 miler at the oceanfront, which was so freaking tough for me, but I was able to jog the whole thing, which felt amazing. And yeah, that felt so great. This picture right here is of me and my Weight Watchers coach, who's so inspiring. She's been in Weight Watchers for like over 20 years and has consistently kept the weight off. Like she's part of the reason I keep coming back, and she runs half marathons on a regular basis. So yeah, that was so cool. I got to see her at the Santa 5 miler. So now that I really am addressing the reason why I'm eating, the emotional eating, I've been asking myself, are you eating because you're hungry or you're eating because you're feeling something? Like, I'm feeling something. And if I'm feeling something, I'm like, okay, what is that thing? I try really hard to figure out what it is and deal with it. Going to the gym and running has like helped redirect a lot of my anxiety, which has been really tough with Corona because I can't go to the gym. So I'm trying to keep my schedule of running every other day. Also, girlfriend, if you did not know, Peloton is offering a 90-day free membership to their app. They have yoga, meditation, running stuff. I'm going to start that next week. And I'm still doing Weight Watchers online. We have our meetings online. And so this picture here is of me at New Year's. Maybe you can see my face is a little bit slimmer. I've lost I'm down 15 pounds now. So now I am 208 pounds. I am 8 pounds away from being under, no, 9 pounds away from being under 200 pounds, also known as Wonderland. And I'm like, I'm so freaking close I can taste it. I've not been under 200 pounds, yeah, since 2016, which is insane. What's working for me now? Eating at home, planning my meals, mentally and emotionally looking at food different. I like the way my body feels. I can like run a mile or 2 miles and not feel like I'm dying. And personally, I feel, well, spiritually, I feel like God has put on my heart that in order for me to live the dreams that He's put in my heart, my temple needs to be in order, also known as my body. So yeah, I am trying to refocus in the age of social distancing because I really want to be under 200 pounds by my birthday, which is July, which is very doable. But the last couple of weeks, honestly, no lie, in coronavirus, last weekend, girl, I had a food extravaganza. Thursday, I went to Chick-fil-A. Friday, I went to Taco Bell. Saturday, what did I do Saturday? I pretty much ate every day from Thursday to Sunday out to eat because I was tired of being cooped up in the house. It felt special and exciting. And so this week has been much better. I lost 2 pounds. I'm back on track. And yeah, I'm going to make it, y'all. I'm going to make it to under 200 pounds. Yeah. I'm going to wear a swimsuit this year. That's another goal of mine. Under 200 pounds and to wear a sweatsuit and to wear a swimsuit. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. But I just wanted to give you a glimpse into my weight loss journey. When I get under 200 pounds, I want to get brand new headshots. I want to maybe take some like boudoir photos because this is a big ass deal for me because food has been such a connection of like comforting me, and for me to develop a healthier relationship with food is huge. So please send your love, light, prayers, and that kind of thing for me to stay focused. I am going to do this. And This year I was training for a half marathon in March, which got canceled due to coronavirus, but it is my plan and intention to finish and complete the half marathon this year. Um, I'm trying to slowly get back up to 10 miles again. And I think, if we're still in quarantine, I'm going to try to just run a 13-mile course just for myself. And then I'll do an organized race at some point this year. Well, I hope you guys are surviving okay. Just know that I love your emails. I love your support. I love your likes. That means so much to me. If you'd like to reach out, I'm on Good Girl Chronicles on every platform. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and that's it. Twitter. I'll put all my socials in the comment section below. You can also send me an email at teamgoodgirl84@gmail.com, teamgoodgirl84@gmail.com. I'd love to connect with you. As we say here at Good Girl Chronicles, I love you, I love God more,